Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Sally, and I'm a team member here at Inspiring Vacations. And I'm joined today by our head of travel, Don. Don, thanks for coming.
Hey, Sally, it's so good to be here once again and talking about a destination that's very close to my heart and all of our hearts here at Inspiring Vacations, which is Japan. So it's so good to be here.
Absolutely, that's it. And we are going to talk today about the best ways to experience Japan. We do have a couple of offers that we will let you guys know of today as part of our Japan in Bloom promotion. Now, make sure you do stick around because we do have a secret bonus offer for those that do watch today that will be coming at the end. So Don, 2022 cherry blossoms, they are all the rage at the moment. Why should we be booking now?
Yeah, look, Sally, it's a good question. Japan in Bloom is the name of our promotion at the moment, obviously featuring 2022 cherry blossoms as the time to travel, and really, really important to book now and not wait. Unfortunately, Japan cherry blossoms has been, postponed for the last 2 years in a row now. And so we are seeing just such an incredible demand for people who are wanting to go back to that destination in 2022. So if you wait much longer, there won't be much left. So now is the time to book. All of our tours do have cherry blossom dates available, and it really is just the best time to go to Japan. It's such a vibrant time of year and something that the locals really cherish. So such a fantastic experience when you're in Japan in cherry blossoms.
Fantastic. Now, we know it has been a challenging time in the world of travel. But I know I can't wait to get on a plane again. We want our customers to book with confidence. So for these packages, we have included and extended our unlimited date change option, which means that you can change your date up until 30 days prior to your departure. The deposit for all the 3 tours we are going to talk about today is only $99 per person, and you do have a 28-day cooling off period. So there is really no better time to book than now. Now, if you do have any questions about the offers or products that we are talking about today, do feel free to leave them in the comments and we'll do our best to answer them. Now, Don, before we get stuck into the questions, I do want to ask you personally, what is something about Japan that just stands out?
Yeah, look, it is a destination that I really cherish and something I'm super passionate about. Japan, for me, it's just such a combination of experiences. You can have every experience in Japan in one. It's got things that, might not happen for us in the rest of the world for about 10 years. It's such a forward-thinking country. But then it's also got that history component as well. And you can step back in time, thousands of years in most cases, and have that really, really rich cultural experience. Not to mention the cuisine for me is just to die for. It's probably one of the best on earth. And they're so passionate about their food that it just makes it such an incredible experience traveling to Japan. And if you're going there, it's something for everybody, something new, something old, something modern. You're really going to find something in Japan to your liking.
That's incredible. There is just so much to see in Japan. And now tell me, traveling in a group is my favorite way to travel, but why do you think traveling Japan in a group is so great?
Yeah, I agree. I think group travel is amazing. I mean, it just provides obviously the comfort of being with other people in a destination that you're visiting to, plus you get to meet other like-minded travelers. But what I really do like about group travel, and something that I feel I've always come away with after completing a tour in a particular destination, is the experiences that you're going to have by having a escorted guide with you the whole time. Now, our guides, they are Japanese nationals in most cases. They're English speaking. And what they bring to the experience is something that you just can't replicate when you do it yourself. I know I've been, on holidays, which we've done, driving or ourselves by train, and you'll zoom past locations, not thinking to stop, not knowing to stop. Whereas having that guide with you the whole time really allows you to experience things that probably aren't even on the map in most cases. And sometimes the things that you experience that you weren't, expecting to see tend to be the best. And I just find having that local experience is really what group touring is all about. Not to mention, we do get a lot of people obviously concerned with the language barrier and stuff like that Japan might present. Now, to be honest, it's not as big a barrier as a lot of people think. It's really easy for tourists to get around Japan. But again, having that guide just gives you that extra bit of confidence.
Absolutely. Don, let's dive into the tours that we do have on offer. Tell us a little bit about Inspiring Japan.
Yeah, look, it has to be one of our favourites here at Inspiring Vacations. I mean, it does wear our name after all, but it is an incredible Japanese itinerary. Now, what I really like about this one, it is what we call a more lively itinerary. So by lively, we mean you're going to go, see more cities with more one-night stops. Now, it does mean you're going to be on the move a little bit more than some of the other tours, but what that does allow you to do is see parts of Japan that really not many tourists get to see. You're going to tick off all the must-sees, Kyoto, Osaka, Takayama, Tokyo, they're all on there, which is fantastic. But where this one's going to go is it's going to take you to down in the south, the islands of Shikoku, which are the two islands you can see down the bottom there where the line goes through. Now, that is a part of Japan that's known for its wild beauty, its natural beauty, and you're going to have a much, much more traditional Japanese experience getting off that tourist path in the islands of Shikoku, which is amazing. You're then going to get down to the west part of Japan, down to an area and a city called Beppu. Now, Beppu is known as like the onsen capital of Japan. This is where there's heaps of thermal activity. There's natural onsens all around this particular region. Really, really famous with the Japanese people. Onsen's experience in Japan, it's almost like a religious experience. It's very, very ingrained in their culture. And you're going to have that experience of seeing this thermal activity down in the area of Beppu. As I said before, you're still going to tick off all those places you wanted to see as well, which is why we really like this itinerary.
Fantastic. Moving on to our unforgettable Japan.
Yeah, this is a great one. So this is like the best of for people that want to go to Japan and experience all those must-sees. This is going to take you to, as I said before, all of those iconic cities that everybody wants to go to when they do visit Japan. What's really good about this one is you do get a slightly more leisurely experience. You're going to have a couple more two-night stays in locations, which is good. And that's going to allow you to experience those cities probably in a little bit more depth and really immerse yourselves in why it is people go to these cities in droves. Places like Kyoto, you could spend 8 weeks in Kyoto and still not see everything. It's such a great place to visit. And what this one allows you to do is just have a little bit more of a leisurely experience in exploring those key cities.
Fantastic. Now, the final one we do have is the cherry blossoms. Tell us about that one.
Yeah, like we said before, cherry blossoms is what it's all about at the moment. And this tour is really, really well positioned to give people that experience that they want to have around that cherry blossom period. Now, obviously, to foreigners, it can seem funny that obviously there's such a fascination with these flowers. But in Japan, it is really revered, the springtime. It is a public holiday for the Japanese people around this time of year. And they do what's known as hanami, which literally translates into flower watching. But they go out into parks in droves. They have picnics under the trees. They have parties under the trees. It's a really fascinating time to be in Japan. And this particular itinerary is a great one. It is nice and leisurely. You're getting 3-night stays in some instances on this one, which is good. You're also going to those must-see cities, which we were talking about before, like Hiroshima, like Kyoto, like Osaka, like Tokyo, like Takayama, which is amazing. But you're going to go to those vantage points where you can obviously experience the cherry blossoms at their best.
Amazing. Amazing. That sounds spectacular, Don. Now, earlier, I do think you mentioned a bonus offer. Can you tell us what that entails?
Yeah, so there's a little incentive in place at the moment for a limited time only. So do make sure you take advantage of this one. For every booking that is made to Japan, there is a value pack up to $1,500 there, which is fantastic per booking. Now, what this one includes, Sally mentioned it before, so we actually are including our free date change flexibility in this one. Now, usually there is a cost behind this to add it onto your booking. This is now coming included, which means you can now change your dates up until 30 days prior to departure to give you that little bit more confidence to book is included as part of this bundle. We've also got some vouchers in there, which is fantastic, which you can use to a range of different bookings in the future. We've got a $250 per person Inspiring Vacations voucher, which you can use to lock in your next holiday after Japan. We've got plenty of stuff available, both domestic and international, on site right now. So you can use that $250 voucher per person to go towards your next trip, and book 2 holidays in one. We've got a voucher in there from Travel Spree, which is a domestic platform. There's heaps of trips on there, ranging from self-drives to holidays up in Port Douglas. You're getting $125 per person there. Plus, if you want to buy that next gadget, that phone, that tablet, that camera maybe for your trip, there's a $250 per person voucher for a website called My Credit Store, which you can go on there and redeem to buy that next must-have gadget. One that's really close to my heart is fantastic. We can get a wine voucher as well. So Inspiring Vines, a $25 voucher there to go towards a next case of wine. Now, there's cases on there ranging from about $159 and up, and you can use that voucher to go towards the next wine purchase. The last one, which is going to be really useful, especially if you're going to Japan's in cherry blossoms, is an hour-long virtual photography course, which actually is going to show you how to use your smartphone. What are the best settings to get the best photo on your phone, which is such a tool that most travelers use these days to come back from your trip to Japan with just better photos.
That is just fantastic. What a better way to look forward to your trip as well if you're booking all the way in 2022. Something to do in the meantime to keep you excited about your trip. Now, as we mentioned at the start, there is a secret bonus offer today for the viewers. Now, before we dive into our frequently asked questions, Don, I would love to chat about this for a second. Amazing deal. Who doesn't love wine?
Yeah, who doesn't like a giveaway? So what we have for everybody that's viewing this Facebook Live session from now and for the next 24 hours, any booking that is made on the 3 Japan tours that we just ran through during this session, which is our Inspiring Japan, our Unforgettable Japan, and our Cherry Blossom Japan, actually is going to get a free case of wine. So this is 6 bottles of Heathcote Shiraz, which we're going to have shipped to your door. If you enter the code Inspiring Vines on making your purchase, that case of wine will be shipped to you after the 28 days, and you'll be able to celebrate your trip to Japan with a drink before you depart.
Fantastic. I hope everybody has jotted that down with a piece of paper. Now, going to finish us off today, Don, with a few of our frequently asked questions. Now, one that our team is getting a lot is flights. You didn't mention them when you were discussing the packages before. Are we able to assist in booking flights when the time is right?
Yep, so the short answer is yes. No, the flights are not included with the packages that we currently have on sale, but you actually can't book flights for Cherry Blossoms 2022 yet. Flights generally become available within inside 12 months, which obviously is outside that period at the moment. So our team will be contacting people that book, obviously to advise them of how we can help them book their flights for their future dates of travel, and that will be coming out in the months to come. So you'll be contacted after making your booking to arrange a flight portion. Excellent.
Now, the next question, can credit holders take advantage of these amazing deals?
Yep, absolutely. So everything we've ran through today, the bonus value offer, the case of wine for people that book in the next 24 hours, and all the tours that we've spoken about today are available and ready to go for credit holders to book.
Fantastic. Now, I'm just going to pop into the comments here and answer some of these questions. Don, Cass has asked, how long is the cherry blossom season? What are the main dates that people should be looking at if they want to see the cherry blossoms?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's super seasonal. So generally they have what they call peak bloom, usually runs for about 2 weeks. And it happens, now it is dependent on the climate conditions at the time. As we know, some years are hotter than others. But generally where the best time to go is the last week of March and the first week of April. It usually runs about a week either side of that as well, but the dates that we generally recommend are usually from around, that 22nd, 23rd of March, right through until about the 7th, 8th of April tends to be the best time to go.
Fantastic. Now, that does lead me into my next point. On Thursday, we are going live with the Japanese National Tourism Organization, and they're going to be chatting to us about the history and give us some insights about the cherry blossoms. So if you would like to know more, please do tune on to that on Thursday. Thank you so much for joining me today, John, and chatting about these incredible deals. I know I can't wait to get myself to Japan.
No, I'll be on the first plane over there. So looking forward to talking to people about Japan. And yeah, we look forward to hearing from you.
Thanks so much. If anybody does have any questions for our customer service team, please do get in contact with us. They are ready and available. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.